Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review episode 21 of Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. So with this episode, we have a big setup with teachers versus students for their practical exams, but they also have to take regular exams before that for 3 days, and they'll have to study up for that and everything in the beginning of the episode, and I'm just like, okay, fun studying time. Also, Yaoi Zoru, or whatever that girl's name is, I can never pronounce her name, that part was funny where they have to go over to her rich mansion and everything, and I'm just like, oh man. But, yeah, they, have to study and everything, but they also have to, train themselves, to do the practical exam. And when that rolls around, well, they thought it would be training against robots, like the entrance exams, because that's what they heard from the B class guy who knocked Deku, and I'm just like, don't hurt Deku, but anyway, so, yeah, that was, interesting, but in turn, it was actually, the, teachers got together, and they're like, well, fighting against robots isn't really practical anymore, because we got all these villains roaming around, so how about we fight them? And that's exactly what they're gonna do. Oh boy. And the matchups are very interesting. The two that I'm really interested in seeing, probably the three, really, is obviously Deku and Bakugo pairing up against All Might, and then Yaoi Zoru, or whatever that girl's name, and Todoroki against Mr. Aizawa, and then Ochako or Uraraka with that dude with the blonde hair who's weird, against, I forgot who they were fighting, but I'm just really interested in seeing that, those two paired up, and I hope they win. I hope Uraraka isn't hindered by that guy, because he doesn't seem like he's gonna be of much help. But anyway, definitely the one everyone wants to see is definitely Bakugo and Deku up against All Might, because that's certainly going to be interesting for sure. I'm just like, wow, okay, that's going to be quite the fight, and I hope they win. Also, the teachers have a hindrance where they have these weights that weigh them down to, hopefully get the students to fight them, because they have the option to just run away and win, but, we want to see them fight the teachers, so that's probably not going to happen. Except I think the first two should have probably done that, because they, well, they lost very badly. Yeah, it was Sato and Kirishima against, the cement guy, and that just didn't go well for them, not at all. I was like, well, you tried, you tried. And the end of the episode, we had Suyu and Tokuyami paired up against, I don't remember what the name of the hero's name was, but yeah, that's an interesting pair as well. And then the next episode we'll get their fight probably finished up, and then we'll get Todoroki's and Yaoi Zoru's. I don't know if that's still you pronounce her name or not, because her name is really hard to say. Also, I've seen people ship those two, so maybe this will, get me into that shipping, but I've seen people ship it, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, okay, well, they're pairing up, maybe there's something in there that makes people ship it, but at this point in time, Todoroki is best boy, and he's mine. So, I'm just like, hey, if I'm gonna date anyone in this series, it would be him, because I like his hair, and his personality, and all that. But, anyway, so, yeah. But, overall, it's a pretty interesting setup episode and everything. We've only got a couple episodes left to go, so I guess we'll just kind of end this up with the end of these practical exams. And seeing who wins and who loses them. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, and maybe there'll be some kicker at the end of this series where, oh, maybe there'll be a season 3, and I'm like, I'd like that, please, but I don't know, I have no idea. So, overall, I really enjoyed this episode, and, look, I just want to see Bakugo and Deku work together and defeat All Might. That's all I want. I'm like, these little matches are interesting, but I kind of just want to get to the big one. But anyway, what do you guys think of this episode? What do you think's gonna happen next? And I'll see you guys in whatever I review next. Bye!